What is up, everybody? This is Rain, and welcome back to another video. My channel. This is the 17th episode of Talking with Assist Rain. I skipped last month because I was just too busy and couldn't make one of these. In the background here, I got some City Skylines gameplay. You can see this was supposed to be posted as a separate video, but it just didn't pan out the way I wanted it to be. So you're gonna see that it's very edited. Now you know why. There's gonna be some Ghost Runner gameplay too later on. As I said, I missed, last month. I usually do these every month, and I missed April. Actually, I haven't posted anything in the last month because if you've been in this channel, when assignment season comes up, that's usually what I do. I take like a month or two off, usually just a month off because, of assignments. That's why I haven't been posting in a while. I should have a Hitman 3 video coming up in a couple of days after this one, so stay tuned for that. But in this video, we're just going to talk. If you're new to this channel, this is where I just sit here and talk to you guys about what's been on my mind, what's been going on, and talk about, games, movies, and all those stuff. Actually, I want to describe what I'm doing in this video so that you guys know what the fuck I'm doing, right? So, I'm playing City Skylines, and I've noticed, like, there's this massive hole in my transportation lines. Like, if you look at this, this is showing all the train station, and basically the loop of the train station only occurs in one bank, one side of the river, and I wanted to make it just one single loop around the city as opposed to just one side of the river. So I'm going to get rid of all these train stations and then make one cohesive loop all around the city. That's what I'm going to be trying to do. The reason why I made a video about this is because it's actually really difficult. Like, as you can see, my city is already well built up. I've already maxed out all the squares, and I'm struggling, finding places for people to live in. So it's really built up. So I'm gonna have to like cut through some neighborhoods and, do some cool stuff just to get this train station going. I'm pretty happy with it, It's not the best, but I'm pretty happy with it. But as I said, I haven't posted anything in a month, and yeah, that's terrible, man. But you know what? It is what it is. In a couple of months now, it's May, the time I'm recording this, and around June or July, maybe August, hopefully it's not that long, I should be graduating from my undergraduate and moving on to my postgraduate studies. And if you recall, I changed it from urban planning to accounting because, urban planning isn't that lucrative of a field to get into. I would like to get into it, but in terms of its viability, for me to do it right now, I don't think it's very responsible. So that's why I'm changing it to accounting. And hopefully that I can do it, right? Because I fucking suck at maths. But I can do it, I can do maths. But I suck at it. Well, I wouldn't say I suck at it. I was pretty good at high school, like the really shitty level maths. I heard that that's really all you need for accounting, maybe. So that's what I'm banking myself on, just on being able to do easy maths. Yeah, I mean yeah, I'm keen about graduating though. I'm hoping that with this accounting thing that I'm gonna be fine, because the reason why I went to this is because why I went to do a master's is because my undergraduate was fucking useless. I thought it was gonna be useful when I first came in. I thought I was gonna be way more competitive as an applicant for whatever I wanted to do, like government stuff. But as it turns out, it's pretty fucking useless. So I really dislike that, and I would like a professional job. So that's why I'm changing to an accounting course. And then yeah, after that, who knows? I'm hoping I can get my CPA, but at the same time, I want to try my hand at becoming a pilot, whether it be civil or military. I'm hoping military. Yeah, but that's really competitive. It's apparently one of the most competitive jobs you can ever get in the military besides special forces. So I'm not I got my backup plan, and that is accounting, and I'm happy with that too. But I'm hoping right now I'm gonna be graduating in a couple months, and I'm really, really hoping that I don't fuck anything up because I'm still in the process of writing up my assessments. And let me tell you, it's fucking hard, man. This time is probably the hardest time I'm ever having writing assignments for university because I got, I'm not even gonna say it because you guys are gonna. Okay, I'm gonna say fuck it. Who the fuck cares? I got like one, two. I got three. Wait, one, two. Yeah, I got three 2,000 word essays back to back. Like I think the most I ever got was like one's 2,000 and the rest is just 1,500. But three 2,000 word essays that I gotta write. It's kind of exhausting. But you know what I'm banking on. It's like I I'm motivated by the fact that these are gonna be the last assignments that I'm ever gonna write for this degree. So that's why I'm not giving up. It's not like I've given up in university ever. I haven't failed a single subject. I don't know how the fuck I haven't failed a single subject, but I haven't. So I'm kind of proud of myself for that. But yeah, hopefully, a couple months I graduate and straight go to get my master's in accounting, professional accounting. That I somehow I get like half a year off just because I did an undergraduate degree in my university, which is really fucking cool. But at the same time, like how my undergraduate is so different to that postgraduate degree. It doesn't make sense. But you know what? I got it, and I can't wait to graduate in a couple months. Only 1 to 2 more talking resistance left until I graduate. That's really, really close. Like when I think about it like that, that's extremely close. So I'm kind of pumped. So yeah, that's outside, and that's why I haven't been posting much because of my assignments, of those godforsaken, goddamn 2,000 word assignments that I really hate, but I have to do. And yeah, that's real life. I can't think of any other real life stuff that I want to talk about. But if it comes up, I'll bring it up. But I have some notes here, right? We usually start these on talking about how the channel is going, but I didn't start with that, so that's what we're going to talk about right now. How the channel is going. As I said, I haven't posted anything in a whole month. The last one I posted was this MH60L Black Hawk landing exercise, and I think that was before. Yeah, yeah, that's a long ass time. Yeah, more than a month ago. And I've switched now from flying in Arma 2 to Arma 3 now. I mostly fly in Arma 3 just because like the flying in Track IR feels so much feels so much better than Arma 2 and Arma 3. Like flying in Arma, like you can just move your head so fluidly. Like if you lean left or lean right, you actually lean and you can look behind you, and it feels more immersive than Arma 2, which is why I'm shifting from flying in Arma 2 to Arma 3. And they got better maps too. I really like Livonia. Like I've never seen a map that detailed before in Arma 2. Livonia, Tanoa even. There's a lot of good maps in Arma 3, so I'm pumped to keep flying there. And with my channel, I don't really. Yeah, I got one subscriber, but then I guess that person noticed it. I haven't been posting, so they unsubscribed, which is nice. It's understandable. You don't subscribe to people. I unsubscribe from a lot of people, so it makes a lot of sense. How the channel's going, plans for the future. Alright, let's just move on to games. I'm not going to be playing the guitar today because it's really, really hard to set it up. I've moved away from my house in which I usually live in when I'm during the semester. So I'm living with my parents again. And, that means that my amp is not inside my bedroom. It's outside because that's where I usually play, I like playing guitar outside. It's really soothing when you get into a thing. Oh, I'm going to talk about my guitar playing. Well, first of all, let me explain. Like, yeah, it's really hard. I don't feel like going outside, getting my guitar and all my pedals, and then bringing it in here and doing the hassle of recording it and not messing up. Yeah, I don't feel like doing that. So next time, right? Next time, next month, maybe June, I can go do that for you guys. Hopefully by then I've finished all my assignments. Actually, no, that would I have? No, I actually have one more assignment then. One assignment and then one exam and then we're done. So not a very promising month for you guys if you've been, jeez, my voice is cracked. If you've been paying attention, which I doubt you are. Oh man, I just can't wait. I can't do another 2,000 word assignment. I have one more after this one, and I haven't even passed like 1,000 words for this one. It's really frustrating writing 2,000 words. This one doesn't even need 2,000 words, man. This one doesn't even need 2,000 words. Like, the lecturer just put 2,000 words just because they fucking can. This could have been easily a 1,500 word essay, but for some reason they need 2,000 words for some whatever fucking reason that they have. It's stupid, you know. I wish like they have common sense, because you know, like 2,000 words, that's a lot. Like especially when they do like reference list minimums. Like I'm doing a cross institutional study so that I can get this degree done in time, hopefully. I'm doing that, and I'm looking at their stuff like these people. It was a 2,000 word essay, and they only expected me to use 8,000 8 to 10 references for a 2,000 word essay, and I think that's reasonable, right? Would you say 8 references is reasonable for 2,000 words? I think that's reasonable. That's like, I don't know, like 3 references on average per section if you're dividing it by 3, even though it doesn't equal to 8. It's usually 9. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is that sometimes they put unnecessary fucking shit just to make your life harder. Like this assignment that I'm writing right now would have been easily a 1,500. It doesn't need to be a 2,000 word essay. It's a 1,500 word essay. And yet they made it 2,000 for some stupid fucking reason. And the lecturers aren't being too helpful too. Like the notes they put out, they don't even bother writing a task sheet, which I guess they don't need to. But like the stuff that they put on there, it's just basically copy pasted. Like I'm writing a what am I writing right now? I'm writing a trauma informed care practice thing for this course, trauma informed practice about this case study. And they needed me to write 2,000 words, and somehow I need to be able to talk about the case, talk about the practice, and talk about trauma informed care in 3 separate paragraphs. When I can do that in 2 paragraphs, but somehow I need, well, not 3 paragraphs. I mean 3 separate topics to those things, and it's really fucking difficult. Because like, how can you not talk about the case when yeah, it's fucking hard, man. But it's just really, yeah, it's, I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing my frustrations justice with this description. But yeah, that's, yeah. But going back to playing guitar, in the last, yeah, I'd say the last 2 months, I've been able to kind of play some solos. Well, actually, do some solos myself. I have been kind of learning solos. I learned the intro to Slow Dancing in a Burning Room in the Where the Light Is concert by John Mayer, and I got that down. And I've also learned both the solos in Rosie by John Mayer. I've just been mainly learning John Mayer in my electric guitar. I don't think I can play a single song that isn't by John Mayer on the electric guitar. But yeah, I'm happy with it. Like some people like recommend all these basic shit, like all these basic fucking songs. Like, what's a common one? Smoke on the Water. There's another basic song that they recommend you. Yeah, I can't think of one. But you know, they recommend you all these basic songs and they don't sound good. Like I don't want to play them. I think that's what's really important when you play the guitar, is that you play what you want instead of what everybody wants you or expects you to play. Because like literally the songs I've been playing were just songs that I really wanted to play, and I think they've improved my guitar playing quite a bit because I've only been learning for, I started it around August or September, so that'd be October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. I've been learning 8 months, and already I can play a bunch of. I don't want to toot my own horn here. I'm not. Does this sound like I'm tooting my own horn? But I can already play like some John Mayer songs. They're not hard ones. I can't for the life of me play Stop This Train. I really want to learn Stop This Train, but that's a really fucking hard song. Like that G11 chord, search it up. Go on Google right now and search up G11 plus chord, or I think it's just called G11 chord. I don't know, but G11 chord. Look at that chord and tell me how any normal person is supposed to finger that chord. It's fucking hard. So yeah, yeah. I hopefully I can learn that soon though, because I really want to get that slap picking down. Because most of John Mayer's acoustic songs, I haven't been playing a lot of acoustics. But if there are any acoustic songs that John Mayer makes, wait, what the fuck? All right, let me restart. The only acoustic songs I want to play right now are John Mayer songs, and most of his acoustic songs from his early times have that slap picking technique, like Stop This Train, Dear Marie from 2013, that has slap picking kind of, although you can still play it without the slap picking method. And what's another one? Yeah, I can't think of another one, but those are the two main songs that I want to play: Dear Marie right now and Stop This Train. But I don't think I'm ever gonna get to Stop This Train until probably next year, or yeah, if I'm thinking realistically here, next year. But ideally, I want to get to playing it by the end of this year. You know, at my 1 year guitar playing anniversary, because it is a good sounding song. But again, that G11 chord, I feel like I'm putting too much expectations on myself, because yeah, just thinking about that G11 chord kind of makes me not want to play that song, because that G11 chord, there's nobody in this world who can play that chord except John Mayer himself with his freakishly large thumbs and fingers. It's ridiculous. And also, I'm gonna try to learn Eric Clapton, his song called You Look, God damn it, my voice again. His song You Look Wonderful Tonight. I saw a person on YouTube playing it, and I thought it sounded really cool. So I want to play it. And I also learned Love is a Verb. I actually bought the tabs for that. Like, I got somebody to write up the tabs, because for some reason it's a really underrated song. Like, it only has like 400k views on YouTube, and there's no tabs of it. And if and all the lessons that exist are just strumming songs for acoustic. And I wanted to do the electric guitar version, the picking version, and I got it. You know, I can learn it now with the picking version and the power chords. I got it. I can play it. I just don't feel like playing it. I mean, I guess I can probably get my guitar and do it unplugged. Hold on. I'm gonna see what that sounds like. Nah, actually, I don't feel like, because yeah, because even with the amp on, I tried playing guitar with, you know, my mic up here where it is right now. Even with the amp on, it was really quiet. I doubt you'll be able to hear it without an amp. So I'll just do it next month, alright? I'll play you all the new songs I've learned next month. But I've fully learned Rosie now. I ordered in an envelope filter. Well, budget envelope filter. I think it's called the Sonic Cake Auto something, Auto Wah Sonic Cake Crybot Ottawa. That's what it is. And yeah, I'm hoping that it sounds nice because I saw a person play it and it sounded very much like the envelope filter, the Qtron envelope filter that John uses when he does a solo for Rosie. So I can't wait to do that. And oh yeah, with my pedals too, I got a compressor pedal, an overdrive pedal, and a clean boost pedal. And then my fourth one is gonna be that one that I just talked about, the Ottawa or the envelope filter pedal. And I also have a looper pedal back at the place that I go to when I'm at university. At least I think it's there because it's not here. It's supposed to be in this box that I brought, but it's not here, so maybe it's over there. So that would make it five, and I'm getting a little worried in terms of power supply because I'm using daisy chain, and daisy chain is basically, you know what, you probably don't care, and if you do care, you probably already know what a daisy chain is. But I'm daisy chaining, and I heard that it negative that adds more like noises to your thing, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm thinking about getting an actual good power supply so that I could power a bunch of pedals soon. But I'm thinking of just not buying one, until later on because, pedals are nice, but they don't really you don't really need them. You don't really need pedals, right? Unless you want to sound good for other people. But for the most part, like I actually really enjoy playing unplugged. Like that is where most of my soloing, that is where I feel most confident when I'm soloing, is when I'm playing unplugged. Because, for one, other people can't hear you, so you can do whatever you want. I'm gonna go have a drink of water. And two, I feel like there's no pressure of sounding good because, of the pedal, because there's no pedal amplifying your thing. Yeah, okay, that's enough guitar talk, right? Can't think of any other guitar stuff that I want to talk about. I want to get a Strat, actually. Like a Strat, I'm thinking about getting a classic vibe, but I feel like that's just not worth it. If I'm gonna get a Strat, I might as well just get the one I want to get, a Fender, right? Instead of buying laterally, because I have a Squier Affinity Telecaster, and as much as I like it, I want to play John Mayer, and you can't play John Mayer with a Tele. It sounds different. It sounds twangy, and yeah, it just sounds really different. And I guess John Mayer's amplifier does most of his work for him too. But the amplifiers he uses, like the Milkman, that's fucking expensive, man. But I'm thinking about just keeping this Telecaster with me until I have the means to buy guitar I want. Because my dream guitar, as of right now, if you were to give me what, 10,000 bucks, if I win 10,000 bucks in a lottery, what I would get is a PRS Silver Sky, and I want that tungsten. Is it called tungsten? Hold on, I'm gonna go Google this. But it's like that grayish color. Hold on, Silver Sky tungsten. Silver Sky tungsten. Is it called tungsten? I'm not entirely sure, but it's silver. Yeah, I want to have that silver colored. I think it's called tungsten, but it's a silverish color of the PRS Silver Sky. And I've been watching these YouTube videos of it, like, comparing it with the Fender Stratocaster and the Silver Sky, because they're the same body. And John Mayer went to PRS because of some disputes some arguments at Fender. And I saw some videos, like apparently it's like really good, like a really great replica. It's like a good mixture of vintage and modern features, which is, that's really exciting, because this is a new guitar and somehow it's able to replicate a Fender Strat, that's really cool. So that's my dream guitar right now, to get a PRS Silver Sky. Maybe it changes, maybe it doesn't, but that is my dream guitar right now. Silver Sky, PRS Silver Sky. I just want a Strat, to be honest. Like, somebody gave me a Strat, I would take it. You know, for free, I would take it. I just want a Strat, like a Fender or Squire Strat. I'm not gonna get some terrible ass off-brand Ashton Strat. I actually have an Ashton Strat, or at least that's what I think it is. It's an Ashton brand, really off-brand, and it looks like a Strat, and it sounds terrible. It feels terrible, which is why, you know, when buying guitars, I think it's really important that you actually, you know, use some cash to get that guitar that you want, or the one with a good brand on it, because the off-brand guitars don't sound too good, in my own opinion. I think the best cheap one is probably a Yamaha Pacifica. That's the lowest I'll ever go. Yamaha Pacifica, or Squire, like what I have. But you know, when going to those cheap ass brands like Ashton, what's another terrible brand that I don't like? I mean, you know, no offense to them, but like it's just my experiences using them. It's not exactly great. Like my Ashton Strat that I used that time that I didn't have an acoustic, it's it felt so different. Like compared to my Telly now, it felt so different playing the Ashton Strat. So you know, if I'm gonna get a guitar, I'm gonna get a good one as opposed to just some cheap one, because yeah, it sounds terrible. But my dream guitar is a PRS Silver Sky as of now. I hope you're enjoying this guitar talk, by the way. I never actually saw myself playing electric guitar. You know, when I was playing acoustic, I was like, hey, this sounds really good. I don't know why people would choose electric guitar over this. And now that I have an electric guitar, I have my Telecaster, it feels way better. Like, I can bend up. I guess you can still bend on acoustic. I just don't have mine set up properly. Like, I can barely bend. And I think the luthier that I took it to replace the saddle, I think he fucked up the action really bad, because when I press down on the 12th fret, it buzzes. Which is really fucking stupid, because I paid so much money. I paid like 250 bucks. Australian dollars to this guy just to replace a saddle, and he still doesn't. He didn't even fucking properly set it up. It's so fucking. It pisses me to fuck off, man. Like, yeah, he overpriced me for this. He had this stuff on hand, and then he didn't even, like, I messaged him, and he hadn't even done it. And I guess he just did it within like a couple hours. He just put a shitty fucking saddle onto my guitar. It wasn't even, you know, sanded properly. Like the slots, it wasn't properly on the string, so it's like kind of floating right above it, and it pisses me to fuck off, man, because I paid so much fucking money for this shit, and he barely did anything to it. It's fucking stupid. 250 bucks down a drain. Some fucking luthier who doesn't understand how to become a luthier. He makes fucking guitars, but fucking putting a saddle into an already built guitar is somehow a hard fucking ask. Yeah, it pisses me off because it's so simple, right? It's so simple. I could probably do it. I could probably do it. I probably would have done a better job than that fucking guy, because the fact that, you know, I gave him all this money, you know, we talked so much about it. He was asking me a lot of questions, and then he didn't even sand it properly. Like, he didn't even, you know, like the saddle. There's not like this thing. I don't know how to describe it. It has slots for the strings on it, and my strings aren't even properly on it, and I think that fucks up my action, which is why I think I can't bend, and you know, it buzzes on the 12th fret. And I wasted $250 fucking dollars to a guy who can't even replace something as simple as a saddle, which pisses me off. Hold on, I'm gonna go on Facebook because I actually remember liking his page on Facebook. But I'm gonna go unlike it because Jesus. Oh, there it is. Whoops. There. Yep, let's unlike this, shall we? Because he did a terrible job with my guitar. And it's the main reason why I prefer playing my electric more than my acoustic. It's still good, don't get me wrong, I can play under the 12th fret, but as I get to these John Mayer songs, right? John Mayer likes to make things really difficult. he likes to make things difficult, man. And that means that, you're gonna go over to higher frets. Like I, I'm fine playing, just the first 5 frets. I like those songs. They don't mind. I don't mind them. But John Mayer, like he needs you. Like most of his songs need you to go over so many. Like go more. Oh, I don't know what the fuck I'm trying. Go more than 5 frets. What the fuck? Am I making sense? Hold on. Yeah, his songs don't just simply exist on those simple cowboy chords. The G, C, those chords, G, C, A minor, E minor. He, his songs are like use really complicated chords and finger picking stuff. And when you're trying to play John Mayer, and then this luthier that you trusted with your guitar and paid a lot of money for to get your guitar in shape doesn't even properly set the action, it pisses me off. But I can still probably play it, I just hate how I can't bend the strings. How I can't bend like I do in guitar, and how I can't. How, it buzzes every time I try to play. It's really annoying. Alright. Let's move on. Excuse me. I spent a lot of time, talking about guitars. I'm like really, really passionate about that right now because, I spend like a couple hours. On a good day, I would spend like, see, around 3 hours playing the guitar. I'd play 1 hour after I write up my assignment in the day, in the morning, and then 2 hours in the afternoon. But that's when I don't, exercise, but I need to exercise too. So usually I would just spend like 2 hours, 1 to 2 hours every day playing the guitar in the afternoons. And yeah, I've been able to solo. I think if you asked me to make a cohesive solo, just cohesive playing the scales, I can do it. Like make it sound good, but I can't. I'm still staying in the box. Like if the backing track is like, I don't know, A minor, if the backing track is A minor, I'll stay on the A minor pentatonic scale. But I've learned now, because I didn't understand it. I didn't understand, quote, playing outside the box until now. Like, until somebody I was searching something on Reddit, and this person described it at a really exceptional level. I wasn't even looking for it, to be honest. I was looking for something else. I was searching, how do I get better at soloing? And then I guess it's kind of related. And then this person said that, doing playing the scales as it relates to the chord being played in the backing track. So, yeah. It sucks though. It's really hard because when I'm only using one box, I'm only using one scale to a backing track. I can play. I'd like to say that I can play pretty good, but when I have to match it with the chords, that's when it gets really hard because I only know one chord shape, like one that I can find, because I've found this trick from TikTok. Believe it or not, you can learn a lot of stuff on TikTok, and I learned this thing from this person about how to find the basic pentatonic scale. That basic pentatonic scale, the one with the yeah, if you play guitar, you know what the most basic pentatonic scale that everybody learns at the start. That one, he gave me this trick, which is, you know, count the notes on the top string, on the very top bass string. So if you want to play the, let's say, the A pentatonic scale, right? The basic pentatonic scale. You hold on. I'm gonna pause this, right? I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna go get my guitar so I can demonstrate it for you guys. All right, I got my guitar here. It's my acoustic guitar that I was just ranting about. Listen to this. I'm gonna go finger the 12th, 6th bass fret, right? The 12th bass, the top string, the 12th top string. I'm gonna fret it and listen. You hear that? It fucking buzzes. So just so you know, like, this is what a good sounding string sounds like. See that? No buzzing. But when I go to the 12th fret, it's fucking annoying, you know. Paid all that goddamn money all for this shit. Alright. So what I learned is, you know, so every fret in every string has a note that's designated to it, right? So when you're tuning a guitar, it's E, A, D, G, B, E. So when you're not fretting a string on the top string, that would be E. See, that's E. And I'm fretting the first string, the first fret on the top string. That's F, right? Because it goes E, and then F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, B flat. Hold on, I'm gonna play. So E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, B flat, B, C. Is there C sharp? Yeah, C sharp, D, E flat, E. Right? So when you get to the 12th fret, it reverts back to E. So the 12th fret, that fucking buzzy piece of shit, is the same as this. So those are both E notes. So, you know, what this person did on TikTok was he showed me, like, if you want to find a scale for anything, like for example you want to play the F major scale, right? You just need to find the bass note, like, you know, the top string note for F. So in this case it would be the first fret, but you know, I can't do it there because there's no strings before it, so I gotta go to 12th, because remember I said 12th fret is equal to the bass, you know, to this when I'm not fretting anything. So E, so F note would be on the 13th fret on the top string, and then all you gotta do is find a note. So this is F, right? 13th fret, top string, and then count 3 backwards. So 1, 2, 3. See? And then that's it. That's the base of the pentatonic scale. So that would be the F major pentatonic scale. And then, you know, since learning about the extended scale, I've also been doing I have a dreadnought, so I can't get as far as those high strings, so I had a little bit of trouble there. See, so all you gotta do is find a note on the top string, and then count 3 backwards, and then on the third thing. So, alright, let's say B, right? So first fret F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, B flat, B. Let me see if this is right. B, C, C sharp, D, E flat. Yep. E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, B flat, B. B would be on the 7th fret top string. And all you gotta do is count 3 backwards. 1, 2, 3. And then, you know, the bass, the very base of your pentatonic scale would be at the 4th top string, and then you can play your pentatonic scale from there. Apologies for my loud breathing noises, by the way. I've noticed that every time I play the guitar, I sound really, like, I breathe really loud, and it's annoying me so much. Nice. And then I've also been learning Love is a Verb. If I can play this, I can't bend, so I'm just gonna go bring it up 2 frets. I'm just gonna do whole step. I hate how it buzzes every time I get to that fucking 12th fret. Love is a verb. It ain't a thing. It's not something you hold. It's not something you scream, right? Now, 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 now. Now, 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 now. Love ain't a thing. Love is a verb. Love ain't a thing. Love is a verb. And then and I like to do wait. Nice. And come to the verse again. Meow, now, now, now. An excuse or something like that. And besides what you heard, yeah, love ain't a thing. Love is a verb. I played the wrong thing there. Love ain't a thing. And then the chorus, so you gotta show me, show me. Ah, fuck. Love is a verb. You gotta show me. Whoops. Love is a verb. Love ain't a thing. Love is a This guitar might be a little bit untuned, maybe. I'm not even sure, because some parts there it didn't sound right. Like when it didn't sound the same as when I played it on the electric guitar. So this is probably a bit untuned. I haven't tuned it in. I'd say probably haven't tuned it since the last time I made a video here in this channel, to be honest. Slow dancing, of course. I really want to learn how to sing, man. As you can hear there, like I sound terrible at singing. I really want to learn how to sing, because that, like, even if your guitar playing is trash, just being able to sing makes you a way better musician. So I want to be able to sing at a decent level, because, you know, as you can see, like in the past videos where I sang for you guys too, like it sounded terrible, especially that one just then. what I'm playing is a Yamaha. No, it is not a Yamaha. The fuck? This is a Kaiso Suzuki F120, and it's made. It's part of the lawsuit guitars from the late 1900s. Apparently, these are extremely valuable, and we got these. My dad got this like I don't know 8, 9 years ago from a garage sale, and he's just kept it in his cupboard ever since. And when I started playing the guitar, this is my first ever guitar that I played. The first guitar I've ever restrung. I haven't even played the guitar. I haven't played the guitar when I first restrung this guitar, and it sounded, and I was able to do it. But now I still get nervous restringing guitars because I don't want to fuck it up. And then yeah, there you go. The saddle is not properly fitted on, of course. Or the action's too high. Yeah, the action's definitely too high here. Alright. Is there any other song I want to play? Because all the songs I want to play have bending. Ah, that sounds terrible. I'm just bending whole step up to do that bending thing. Ah, this is hard to do in a dreadnought. Ah. Alright, that's my guitar session, right? It's not the best. I wish I can sing, and I wish I got Gravity down. But you know, Gravity, again, John wants to make it as hard as he can. So I still gotta play Gravity. Right now, what's on my playlist, I'm gonna go look at my guitar playlist right now. Like on my guitar learning playlist, because I have a set playlist on YouTube. And I have 156 videos on it, but most of it is from forever ago. So what songs I have here now, for now, is Wonderful Tonight by Eric Clapton. I want to play that on the electric. Dear Marie by John Mayer. I started playing it. I think I can probably play, but it's gonna sound terrible, and I can't play the slap picking part where he does this along with, you know, where he slaps and plays a note at the same time. That's fucking hard. I'm playing the right chords, but I don't have the right finger picking down, so I need to get that. Dear Marie, John Mayer. That's really it. Those are the two main songs. And also I'm trying to get my thing better, my soloing better, but that's not learning a song. But that's it for guitars, right? Hopefully that, you know, enjoyed me trying to sing. I'm actually going to go pause this so I can listen to myself. Be right back. Alright, I just listened to that, and I wish that I didn't breathe that loud. Yeah, I don't even notice it, man. Like when I'm talking, I don't even notice the breathing. Like it doesn't sound as clear to me when I breathe while I'm talking. And during that musical session, you could hear me breathing as clear as day. I don't even hear myself breathing right now, but I bet you guys are really fucking annoyed by my breathing right now. Yeah, I don't understand, dude. Is it me or is that just everybody? I'm not sure, because like back when I started getting into YouTube when I was like 12 years old, I used to get really self-conscious about breathing too. Like when I would record a video, I would like purposefully not breathe as loud because it would just get into recording and annoy the shit out of me. And you know, now it's even still a problem, even though I don't usually, yeah, I'm not that anal about it anymore, which It's nice, I guess, because you know, why would you be anal about breathing? Little breathing. But I really wish that something, yeah, because I have a pop filter on. I thought that would eliminate the breathing noises, but evidently it doesn't, which is really annoying. So yeah, now I'm breathing without even knowing it. You guys can hear me breathing without me even knowing it. That's great. Alright, let's move on, right? That's my guitar playing. I'm still very rusty, you know. I'm still only in my 8 months. I still want to get better. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to toot my own horn here, but I think I'm in really great shape, you know, especially for only playing for what, 8 months. The fact that I can play like this, I'm really proud of it, you know. Like literally at the start of this year, I literally could barely solo. Like I did not know anything about playing electric guitar, and now I can properly bend, and I can actually play a somewhat cohesive solo, and I'm really happy about that, man. You know, so I'm kind of happy that I can do that, but I still know that I got a lot to go, and the next thing in my learning is being able, like, you know, learning the pentatonic shapes first of all, and at the same time being able to play with the backing track. You know, like understanding the theory of soloing, like playing with a like matching your chords, matching your solo, your pentatonic shape to what chords are being played in the backing track. So I'm trying to that's the way I'm doing right now, like in terms of ear training. I heard about ear training before and I thought it was pretty fucking stupid. But like now I actually understand it because now you have to like really when you're listening to a backing track without chord the chord names, the chord letters, it gets really hard, you know. So I can understand why ear training is really important now. And I have newfound respect for, you know, guys like John Mayer and all those live guitarists. Because I thought that all they had to do was play along the neck using the same chord. You know, like if the band is playing in the key of A minor, like all John needs to do is get, you know, if he memorized the entire fretboard, all he needs to do is just play the A minor pentatonic shapes all across the fretboard, and that's all you need to do. But you know, adding this thing about actually having to memorize, like actually understanding what it sounds like, what A minor sounds like, and what E and all that sounds like, it's really interesting, and I want to get to that level. So that's what I'm focusing on right now, is being able to solo cohesively, and yeah, being able to solo cohesively with the chords that are being played in the background. And that includes learning the chord shapes. I mean, yeah, learning the shapes of the pentatonic scales. So that's what I'm on right now. Hopefully I can do that in the next few months. Alright, we have about 2 minutes left, right? So I'm going to go blast through this. And I've spent a lot of time talking about guitars, like a lot of time. Jesus, this is mostly just guitar talk. I didn't even expect to go this long, and yet here I am, 53 minutes in, still talking about guitars. All right, let's we're gonna go through this really quickly. All right, so for games, I I'm I bought a lot of games the last few months. I bought Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I played it briefly, but now I can't get into it for some reason. I think it's because I've been playing Rome Total War too much, and you know I can only have I can only have too much ancient games. And right now, like my main game is Rome 2 Total War, playing as as a Romans, Julian as Julii or Julia, whatever they call it, faction. Like it's not like Rome Total War where there's three factions. Like they still have, you know, like parties, but it's one whole thing now. It's not separated into Julii, Brutii, and all those stuff. So, but I'm really well into that, man. I've nearly conquered all of Gaul, and I'm branching out to Spain now. The greatest leader that my faction has ever saw died at the age of 70, and his son was a fucking idiot. Well, yeah, his son was a fucking idiot. He got himself killed in battle, and so he has two heirs now. He has two sons, and to continue that bloodline. Okay, the guy's name was Gracchus, right? That's the greatest faction leader that our faction has ever seen. He lived until the age of 72. Like he was really holding on to there because he was trying to He was trying to kill the army that killed his brother, I think. Was it his brother? Yeah, no, it wasn't his brother. It was like an uncle of his, because there was this great yeah this great uncle. Hold on, I'm running out of film. I gotta fucking add more stuff to this. There we go. It's gonna be Grand Theft Auto 5, alright? I mean Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, alright? That's gonna be the gameplay for the next 5 minutes. But yeah, this uncle, his name was Decimus Pulvillus Pavo, I think. I think that was his name. And his Gracchus's father adopted him, but he was the same age as Gracchus, but he died at Octodurum. Yeah, he died at Octodurum. You know, he ran like that town really well for about 50 years. And then in his final years, he was like 60, 70 years old. The Gallic Confederation came in to Octodurum and attacked him, and he didn't stand a chance. They had a massive army, and he didn't stand a chance. He died in battle. And so, you know, in Gracchus's final years, I think, yeah, Pulvillus was definitely older, but Gracchus was younger. And in Gracchus's final years, he was at Spain. You know, he had this massive conquest. He's seen what he's done with his time as emperor or dictator. He's seen what he's done, and then, you know, just out of nowhere, he sees this army, the same army that killed his uncle or cousin. I'm not even sure, but he was adopted, like that guy, the guy he's trying to avenge. And he saw the name. I think it was called Light. This Light of somebody. And he saw it. And, you know, he wanted to get him so badly, man. He wanted to get him so badly, and he chased him. This is actually a really good fucking story. He chased him to this town. I think it's the one next to Massilia, at the southern part of Spain. And he chased him there. And then he got ambushed. As he get there, he had reinforcements. He had his son and his nephew by him, but he got ambushed and he got cut off. And this is his very final battle. He got ambushed. He was outnumbered. I think he had like 2,000 soldiers or 1,500 soldiers, and the enemy had like 3,000. He was really outnumbered, but he got ambushed. And then immediately, you know, I told him to split because they were coming from both sides. So I got all my Praetorians split into two, and they were attacking both sides. And I got Gracchus right in the middle of it all, inspiring his troops. And then they somehow repelled the first attacks. And then the enemy had reinforcements, wave after wave, coming from the right side. So I got my Praetorians to switch to the right. And it was a really bloody battle, man. Like, they were just fucking fighting. Like, there wasn't any tactics going on. It was just pure blood and sweat and pushing and everything. There wasn't any tactics. It was just that. And, you know, when things got really bad, I got Gracchus to get off his horse and help his men, you know, fight them off. And we were literally on the verge of victory. Literally on the verge. And then some guy, I think, threw a javelin, and then it got Gracchus, 73 years old, the oldest reigning guy in our faction. He got killed in battle. And then, you know, his men got really motivated, and they just kept pushing forward. They just kept pushing forward, and they routed the entire army. This is the best death of all time, man. This fucking guy, like, he was outnumbered, like, 2 to 1. Almost 2 to 1, or even more than that. And somehow he was ambushed too. He didn't have enough time to set up, you know, proper formations, and yet he was able to repel them at the cost of dying in the end when he was trying to help his men win the battle. It was really inspiring, man. That was one of the best battles I've ever been a part of, because we were literally really extremely outnumbered. Extremely outnumbered. And yet we were able to pull that off. That was the best battles I've ever seen. I'll probably show that to you guys. Ooh, yes, definitely. I'll definitely show that to you guys. Because I saved a replay. So if I have time in the next couple of weeks, or when I finish my assignments, I'm going to go show that to you guys. I'm going to do a commentary of it, because that is one of the greatest battles I've ever been a part of in Total War. And I've been playing Total War for a long time. I'm running out of film, right? Hope you guys have a great day. Please subscribe, comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if if you'd like to see more, alright? And I'll see you next time. I said subscribe twice. Goodbye.